Hey everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Office Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. And first of all, happy Raksha Bandhan to all of you. Happy Raksha Bandhan to all of you. So today is the festival, so just take a pledge that from today, because you know that from 1st of September, your CAIIB registration date is going to be start. It means from tomorrow, right? From tomorrow, your CAIIB registration is going to be start. So what you have to do, simply, first of all, today is the last day in which you have to think that which elective subject you have to select, right? So first of all, just prepare yourself that which elective subject you have to fill tomorrow, so that you can easily understand that elective subject and you can score easily 60 plus marks. So today is the only day in which you have to select the elective paper. You can ask the teacher, you can just see the video courses of all the elective papers. So many things are there in this one. So it's on you that whether you have to select according to your choice. Okay, what is my opinion, what is your friend opinion, it is none of your business, because you have to think yourself that which elective will be suit to yourself. Because suppose if your background is a BTech one, if your background is a BTech one, then you can easily select the IT one. And most of all, student, select the HR one. Why HR one? Because the mostly 60% syllabus that is already covered in ABM and ABFM. So that's why students select the HR subject as an elective. So it's on you that what subject you have to select. Okay, so today we are going to solve the questions of Limitation Act and the tax law. Okay, so one by one we will do the question so that you can easily understand. Limitation Act, what is Limitation Act? That what is your limit? What is your limit? It means basically, suppose X person is there, Y person is there, X person breached the contract. So if X person breached the contract, so in that case, what will happen? In that case, if the X person breached the contract, so Y have a right to file the case. So if Y will file the case, so he have to file the case within the 3 year of the day on which it's breached. So from that day up to 3 year, so Y have a right to file the case. So what is this 3 year? 3 year is called limitation period. 3 year is called class, that is limitation period. That's it. Okay, so in this Limitation Act, when you just read in the paid batch, so in the paid batch also you have to focus on the the chart in which the various acts are there, because as you know that this limitation is applied to the suit, limitation is applied to the appeal, and limitation is applied to the application also. So in these three things the limitation is applied. So that's why you have to focus whatever the suit, whatever appeal that is given in the chart, and the application date also. So each suit, appeal and application have a different limitation days. And if you talk about the tax law, so in the tax law we basically have to understand what? We basically have to understand in the text that about the Income Tax Act, right? The second one is your income tax, second is about GST, then your PAN card and commodity derivative tax. So these are the four total segment that you have to read in the tax law. So I think this is clear to all of you that what you have to basically understand and read in the limitation and tax. So this is a part of the module C. And as we know that if you cover module D and module C, so 60% syllabus already you done. Okay, now let's start with the first question. Number one. Number one question on the screen is that what is the period of limitation for filing a suit for compensation for the breach of partnership agreement? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and 6 year, class. Tell me. Yes, class. What is the limitation period for filing a suit for the possession of movable property by the person dispossessed? Suppose this is X person, okay? This is Y person. X person have a movable property and Y person have taken that property. Y person have taken that property. So in that case, what will happen? X have a right to file the case. X have a right to file the case. So tell me in that case, what is the limitation period when the breach means violation. So when the violation of partnership agreement will be done, so what will be the exact this one? Tell me, class. Yes, class, tell me what is the right answer. So for that thing, the right answer is 3 year. Okay, 3 year is the right answer. So just remember this one, because in the limitation act now these types of question will become. Okay, next. The next question is, class, as you can easily see that the limitation period for filing a suit for possession of movable property that is dispossessed. If the movable property is dispossessed, so what is the limitation period? 1 year, 3 year, 6 year, and 12 year. So in that case, class, the limitation that is for filing the suit for movable property that is dispossessed. So basically that is 3 year is the limitation period. So for the second one, 3 is the right answer. Okay, second one, 3 is the right answer here. Okay, next. Next question is, in the case of suit, okay, for the recovery of possession of immovable property. What is immovable property? Property that cannot move from one place to another. This is called this one. Okay. So if the suit for recovery of possession of immovable property based on the title, if the plaintiff has been dispossessed, the period of limitation will be 6 year, 12 year, 30 year, and none of the above. So what is the right answer for this question? Tell me, guys. So for this question, the immovable property, the basically the limitation is 12 year. So this is the right answer. Okay, 12 year is the right answer for this question. Done. Next. Next question is class that the limitation period for filing a suit for specific performance of a contract in the case continuing breach is calculated from the date is. So first of all guys, we have to understand that what is specific performance of a contract. What exactly this means? Specific performance of the contract. Suppose in every contract class, as we know, if there is a breach of contract now, so we have to give the compensation to the opposite party. I think this thing you know right now. We have to give the compensation to the opposite party. But in that case that you are seeing in this, okay, but in the specific performance, suppose if one person breached the contract, so compensation is not the only way that can fulfill the demand of this one opposite party, but the person want the specific performance that you have to perform. You have to give me my this book only. You have to perform this activity only. So then only this contract can be happen. This is called the specific performance of the contract. So in this question, it was asked that the limitation period for filing a suit for specific, that is of a continuing breach, is calculated from the date. So when it will be calculated? It will be calculated from the last breach of contract, from the first breach, from the discovery, or none of the above. Yes, guys. What is the right answer? So in that case, from the first breach, the limitation will be start. So for the fourth one, B is the right answer. Okay, B is the right answer for the fourth question. Done? Now, let's start with the fifth one. In the fifth question, that is, what is the period of limitation for filing the suit for recovery of possession of ancestral property by the co-sharer? It is 12 year, 6 year, 3 year, or 30 year. What is the exact answer? What is ancestral property? So guys, ancestral property is basically, this is grandfather, the property will be now come to the father, and then the property will become to the son. So this is called ancestral property. So what is the period of limitation for filing the suit for the possession of ancestral property by the co-sharer? Suppose two son is there, S1 and S2. So suppose if there is a suit for recovery of possession by the ancestral property, S1 have filed the case. So what is the limitation period for this one? Tell me. What is the limitation period for this one? For the fifth one, the limitation period for the ancestral property is 12 years. So fifth A is the right answer. Okay, next. The period of limitation for relating to the suit immovable property for foreclosure of by the mortgagee, whether it is 30-year, 12-year, 3-year, or 1 year. What is the right answer? Yes, class. And what is foreclosure? Foreclosure is basically, suppose two persons are there, right? This is A person and this is B person. Two persons are there, and foreclosure means suppose A person have given the immovable property as a security, right? immovable property as a security to the B person. So in that case, suppose if A is not able to pay the money now, A is not able to pay the money. So in that case, what will happen? The B person, first of all, he will just possess that property, and then after possession, what he will do? After possession, he just try to sell it, okay, so that the money can become. So for that thing, what is the limitation period for foreclosure of the mortgagee? What is the period of limitation for suit relating to immovable for foreclosure of the mortgagee? So guys, for the foreclosure of mortgagee, the right have to learn. C class, simply for the movable, just remember 3 year. For immovable, remember 12 year. And for immovable, if it's talk about the foreclosure, so it is 30 year. So just please remember these three acts. Okay, now the law of limitation only bar the remedy but does not extinguish war, depth, right, property, and recovery. What is the right answer? The law of limitation bar remedy. It means that after 3 year, after 12 year, if we just approach, so the court will dismiss the suit appeal application. But it will not extinguish what? Depth, right, property, and recovery. Tell me, class, I have just given you the hint. I have just given you the hint. So for seventh thing, the right answer is right. This is the right. The limitation for filing a suit by surety against the principal debtor would be 3 years from the date on which. So this question is basically principal debtor, this is creditor, this is surety. So this is contract of guarantee, section 126 of the Indian contract. So if principal debtor is not able to pay the money, the surety will give. That is called contract of guarantee. So when this question, it was asked that the limitation for filing a suit by a surety against principal debtor would be 3 years from the date on which the amount was paid by surety to the creditor, the date of demand by the creditor, amount become payable to the creditor, and refusal by the principal debtor to pay amount on notice being by the surety. So what is the right answer? Yes, class. What is the right answer here? So for this class, when the amount is paid by surety to the creditor, in that case, this thing will become. So for the eighth one, A will be the right answer here. Okay, next. Period spent in prosecuting the case before consumer forum can be included, excluded, partially excluded, and partially included. What is the right answer? see, the period spent in the prosecuting, this one will be, that is excluded. Okay, so for the ninth one, B will be the right answer here. It will be excluded. And in the paid class, we have already done that. What things can be excluded? Okay, next. In computing the period of limitation for an appeal, the day on which judgment pronounced shall be excluded, the day on which judgment pronounced shall be included, the time taken for preparing the decree will be included, the day on which judgment pronounced and the time requisite for obtaining the copy is included. So if you have remembered that what things can be excluded, you can easily do that. So for this thing class, D is the right answer. Okay, D will be the right answer here for this. Okay guys, so D will be the right answer here. Done? So guys, that's all for today's class. So today is the last day. Okay, so it's a request to all of you, please select any one paid class. Please select any one paid class here, right? As you can see, the Rakhi is going on right now. So if you use the coupon code Rakhi also now, see, this is the selection batch. So if you use the coupon code Rakhi80 now, you will get 80% discount. And this is the batch in which we are explaining in everything in a very detailed manner. So that's why purchase it by applying the coupon code, that is Rakhi80. Okay, and see, 80% discount is there. Okay, and it's better if you want a elective subject also, marathon of June session also, so you have to select the CAIIB ka Mahapack, because DV is also going on. So for this thing also, use the coupon code Rakhi80. So that's all